guys, good morning. It's Dr. Jenny over at Four Paws at Fulshire Veterinary Clinic, and today Maddie and I are going to chat a little bit about cats and cat pregnancy. So Maddie's going to start us off with some questions.
Dr. Denny, what is the most important thing to know if your cat is pregnant?
So the great news is if your cat is pregnant, we've got to, make a decision. Are we keeping the kittens or are we not keeping the kittens? So that's a whole separate conversation. But great news is cats are excellent mothers. Their instincts are on point. But if you do suspect that your cat is pregnant, it's usually best to go ahead and get a veterinary appointment. That way we can confirm pregnancy and also help get you kind of a ballpark count. So when she does start to have babies, we know about how many to expect.
How can you ensure the well-being of a pregnant cat?
So going and making a veterinary appointment, like making an appointment to have her checked out, is going to be really important. Making sure that she has free access to food and water. If you don't know her due date, then as soon as her belly starts to look really big, start transitioning her over to kitten food, like dry food, just for higher calcium to help her make milk. Provide her with like a little box that's covered. They want to give birth in a dark, quiet area because they're very vulnerable. So they want to be in a calm, quiet space. Like I hear stories all the time about cats having kittens in closets, under beds. So you want to make sure you're providing your cat or whatever cat you're fostering with that space. And as they get closer to the due date, gate off. Like close your closet door and maybe gate off your bedroom because that happens all the time.
How soon should you bring your pet in to see a veterinarian if you suspect your cat is pregnant?
As soon as you think they're pregnant, I think you go ahead and call and make an appointment.
What are some signs of pregnancy in a cat?
So early on, like sometimes their nipples will get a little more prominent. So they'll stick out a little more. That's probably the first sign that you can see. As the kittens start to grow, obviously their abdomen will get a little bit more distended. In later stage of pregnancy, depending on how many kittens are in there, sometimes you can actually like see them. Like how like with humans, you can see the babies kick against the skin. You can see puppies and kittens moving. So that would be, kind of a, oh my God, light bulb moment. There's babies in there.
Why is it important to talk to a veterinarian if you think your cat is pregnant?
Because you need to know what to expect. So you need to make sure that when the kittens are born that you know what you're doing, and we need to make sure that the mother's healthy.
How will a veterinarian determine if your cat is pregnant?
I like to use ultrasound. So if they're far enough along, like within like 2 or 3 weeks of becoming pregnant, we can actually pick up the placental sacs on an ultrasound. So that's my like favorite way of looking. And it's also really fun because you get to see the little sacs and you're like, oh, babies.
What are some things you can do at home to prepare for your cat's labor?
So we need to make sure that it's calm, quiet, dark spaces, lots of nice bedding, free access to food and water, no loud noises. She needs to feel safe, okay? Like that's a very vulnerable time for a female of any species. You're vulnerable, so they want to feel protected.
How can you help your cat recover after giving birth?
They're going to do it all on their own. That is a great thing about cats is most of the time they will do it on their own. Just make sure they have access to food and water, monitor for any vomiting or diarrhea. If that's seen, you need to contact a veterinarian. If they're lethargic, you need to contact a veterinarian. But for the most case, cats are excellent mothers and it's like hands off. They usually know what they're doing.
Will my cat naturally know how to take care of her kittens?
Yes, she will. They're great mothers. I feel like with dogs, this is sometimes a little backwards because sometimes they have no idea what they're doing. But cats have excellent mothering instincts for the most part. I think I've only ever my mother's a veterinarian 30 something years. I've got 10 years of experience. Maybe just 2 or 3 times have I seen a cat that truly didn't know what to do. They are such good mothers. It's really just hands off and making sure that you're providing them with food, water, and a safe space. I hope this helped answer any questions you might have about cat pregnancy. If you do have further questions or if you do suspect that your cat is pregnant, please give us a call and we'll get you set up with an appointment. Thanks, guys.